Well, howdy and welcome once again to the Wihtlacoochee River Report, where you're now on the Wihtlacoochee division of the Denver and Rio Grande Western. Say what? Did I just say that? Where am I? I thought I was in Florida. I didn't know the Denver and Rio Grande Western had a division in Florida. But evidently the Rio Grande has shipped some F units out east here, and a caboose or two. Wonder if there was a merger I didn't know about. Yeah, I realize I haven't done a Wihtlacoochee River report in a while, but it doesn't mean I haven't been working on things. Granted, I haven't done too much on the railroad, but I did go to paint up 4 old Athearn F units in DNRGW's famous gold and silver scheme. I now not have only one Rio Grande caboose, but 2. The engines look okay, but that's just it. They're only okay. They're not perfect. Some things went very wrong while I was doing the paint work on them. These were some old F units I had laying around for a long time, and I had some decals for it, and finally got the right color of paint and everything. And I went for it. I had there is a 4th unit. It's been due to some situations involving the decals. It ended up against the wall. I guess those grades do play havoc. Had a little derailment there. I've got everything back on the track. I called out the big 5-finger hook. Now let's see, is she gonna go, or am I gonna have to give her some juice? Looks like I may have to give it just a little bit of juice. Yep. Well, we finally got it moving again after the stall. Had to set a car out as a bad order car. Very, very bad car. Bad car. Those old reefers, they just don't roll worth a darn, do they? Yeah, I went to go mask off because when you do the same DNRGW scheme on these engines, and I've been doing them for years, what happens is you end up having to use the decal as a guide for a mask. And as you can see on the very front of the nose of the A unit there, that's the key part. So I got in the habit of just using the decal as the guide for the mask. I'd go over it with a couple of clear coats of Tester's dull coat, and I'd put my tape on after it dried and shoot the silver. When I tried that this time, of course, and I always use a low-tack tape. You know, like that frosted tape you use to wrap Christmas gifts with. It usually works very well for that, but evidently the dull coat didn't do its job this time. And I ended up losing a lot of the decals. As a result of that, one engine went flying against the wall, or one body shell did. The others did not. One I was able to completely salvage, but I ended up having to literally hand paint the silver on, and I had to repair the decals on the A unit and on the second B unit there for the single stripe scheme. The A unit with the single stripe scheme is the one that went flying. Yes, I was a little bit angry, needless to say. But I've got new decals on the way. I got plenty of A-unit shells. I'm not too awful worried about it. Another significant thing is I'm working on rewiring the railroad right now. Some of this rewiring will, it's mainly to get things working again with the normal power packs. What I intend to do, though, is eventually I will convert this layout to DCC. That ought to be fun. And in the meantime, I guess what I'll do is, you know, like I said, I've got a lot more decals on the way. I've got a lot more A units. And I do plan on painting up a lot more Denver and Rio Grande Western units in various F unit schemes that they had over the years. So until next time, happy railroading.